I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the WarGames. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if WarGames was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's WarGames match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the WarGames begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go, first two combatants locked in the WarGames structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more WarGames experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. Point of the elbow finds the mark.
Before WarGames officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team just one last time.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uzi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
Oof.
Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out.
Goes tumbling into the metal floor. Not a safe place to be.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon. He has to be nearly at his breaking point now.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline WarGames.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Starting to scale up the WarGames wall. He's got...
From the top.
My goodness.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in WarGames.
Many folks think Tangaloa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tangaloa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than WarGames.
He's going up.
Oh, top rope.
And it's James.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
And Tangaloa gets cut down there.
Yeah, Sammy just brought the fight to him.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Mike. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage. Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Knee strike. We've seen that look before. Jay in position. Takes a big clean hit from the table.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline. And clearly going after his core to slow him down.
Even more attacks to the neck and head area.
A dangerous target to have your sights set on for sure.
That'll be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of WarGames.
And guys, this is what WarGames is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
Sammy Skeen sure helping him out there. Taking off up the cage in this WarGames match. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle.
Take him!
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Stiff headbutt. Super kick.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here. He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have it really bad.
Oh, Sami Zayn setting up something spectacular. Top rope.
And now Jimmy Uso. Jimmy might have just finished things. Buster on the top turnbuckle.
Now is the time to capitalize.
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale.
Just bashing them with that hammer.
He is doing whatever possible to torture the knee. And his quick Uso, meanwhile, is Jimmy.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here. I can't believe this atmosphere. predicted what was coming. Ooh, man!
Zayn heads up high. Mere seconds away from evening the odds in WarGames.
Look out! Double leg drop!
And now the new tribal chief,
Uso splashed by Jay. Jay nailed all of it.
This has been a very physical and draining match.
he surely doesn't have much left in him. It's like we're looking at The Walking Dead here.
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently. Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost. But I think those constant attacks to his torso are adding up.
Top rope.
Now looking at Jay. This could be it. He can win it all here. Wow, talk about making the save.
From behind. Back suplex.
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Jacob about to end this fight.
And over the other ring he goes.
Oh, a rear super kick.
From behind, nasty.
Reigns in the corner. Ready to strike.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Tonga. And look out. Here it comes.
Tonga twist.
Victory nearly at hand for Tama Tonga. Brought down.
He's looking for yet another exclamation.
Ooh, DDT. Ooh.
Kick right to the body.
God, disturbing impact.
And Zayn looking a bit worse for wear after being on the receiving end of that offense.
Good night.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Walked right into it. Samoa drop.
Going right into the pin attempt.
And now here's Jimmy Uso.
Tama Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Oh, man. Solo Sikoa lining it up. Samoa spike. Sikoa might have just finished things.
Reigns has it.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Oh, Sami Zayn is just getting a start.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing? Across the ring. He's starting to look battered. Roman Reigns standing up. Then we see Reigns.
Just battering their opponent.
Setting up for something here. And the fighting back gets them out of a precarious position.
Good golly. Utilizing his power and tossing him across.
Oh, man.
Strong impact for the win. Now we see Tonga Loa. Kicking out before the count. I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away. Knee straight to the neck.
Ooh, did you hear that clank of the hammer?
Is it so.
Ooh, caught him with that kick.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
He just might regret this decision. Looking to get an airborne here. Oh, Roman Reigns. Multiplies the point away. No getting up from this. No coming back from Reigns after that.
Oh, man, targeting the leg.
What an uppercut. Wrist captured. Man, knee strike. Can Reigns recover from that?
Two. And kick out at two.
This is amazing.
What a damaging blow.
Sent him clear into the other ring.
Cannot be what that table was meant for. Carefully measuring, waiting to strike. From his position, Jimmy Gaines is front.
Tama setting it up. Here it comes.
Nearly in hand for Tama.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Unbelievable display.
We're going to finish it off.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Using that stop sign.
But then to Sami Zayn.
That could put Tama down for good. Oh, spear!
Will Jimmy end this?
Fisherman suplex classic. Delivers the headbutt right between the eyes. Snap suplex. Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage now?
Oh, perfect kick.
Blows is a good way to drain your opponent.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. He counters with a great reversal. Super kick. Good night. Schoolboy. No, goes through. Super kick.
Climbing the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense.
Meanwhile, we have Roman Reigns.
The lights are out for Sikoa. Beautiful. Right into the cover. Gets tossed.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Watch out. There's a seat for your face.
Isolating their opponents on and oh!
Uso.
Put it away here.
Oh, come on. Did you really need to stop the pin like this?
Schoolboy trying to put this one away.
Saving his team from defeat. Up on their shoulders.
Look at this. Jacob, they're holding in.
Solo has it. You can see all the brutality the original BloodLine team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team was
From the top.
Roman's shoulders are down. And the cover. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know what version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside WarGames.
These four men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Rome.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the WarGames structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more WarGames experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. Vicious, aggressive attacks. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Oh, man.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Yeah, Uso is firing on all cylinders. And that might be the start of the momentum swing he needed.
Jacob got tired of being pushed around and wants to gain the advantage now.
Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage. Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out. Big right hand. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Finishes that series of strikes with one last big hit. A consistent attack here from Jay.
Jacob's having trouble assessing the situation. Oh my heavens, we just saw a human split in half.
Big right hand from main event.
And another one. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for WarGames as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside WarGames. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat the Usos, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Catching a drop kick.
Wide open by that attack.
That'll be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he launches.
Climbing the wall, the WarGames here. This might not be a good...
Uso,
and it's Jay.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy top rope. Uso splash!
Jay can seal it here.
Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage. He's going back to the ring.
Down by the DDT.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Put in the corner now.
Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake.
A migraine-inducing blow from that stop sign.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entry.
And it seems like his head might be the target here.
Hey guys, this is what WarGames is all about. Their bloodline's linking it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shot. From the top.
And that was offense with a hurtful purpose. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Lower.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in WarGames.
Many folks think Lower is just a foot soldier for Solo. Top rope.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Stop.
Adding insult to injury and more injury with that stop sign. Uso. Uso with the Uso splash. Will Jey end this? The WWE Universe showing the love for these superstars who have given them so much tonight.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is.
Sami Zayn has his opponent seated on the top rope.
Here we go.
What's he looking for here? Top turnbuckle. Goodbye and good night.
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided.
The tribal chief is now entering Bloodline WarGames. Samoan driver.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now. And Jimmy realizing he's not the only one in this match willing to do anything it takes.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
DDT. Super kick.
Steel chair to the temple.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
These superstars are toiling away endlessly, and this crowd is on their feet in full appreciation.
An incredible sight to see.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Snapmare takedown.
And a kick.
And he turned it around. Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being
It's over. That could put Tama down for good.
Got drilled with a devastating knee strike.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline WarGames.
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
So precise with the super kick. Uso.
And it's Jey Uso. WarGames has officially begun as the last combatant in assesses the situation.
Entering one of the most dangerous matches in WWE history has to be unnerving.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Ooh, neck breaker. He's getting fired up now, really feeding off the... Oh, God. Oh, my Lord.
And guys,
clutch Reigns. Reigns got all of it.
Looking for the pin, but what's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Reigns sizing up the target. Spear!
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind.
Nasty boot by Zayn. Is Zayn closing this out?
Trying to go for it again.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
What a DDT.
Wow.
Jay is down and out.
Two count. What unbelievable power.
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near
Spear!
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Transitions to the cover.
But is it enough? The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of reality.
Like a boxer with a speed bag. And come on now. Distasteful offense we've just witnessed. Down with a suplex. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Trying to string together as many hits with that right.
It could be all. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns.
He's already done so much damage. What else?
Taking flight. Zayn was broken in half. Don't worry, though, there might still be more around here somewhere.
Scaling this unforgiving WarGames cage.
Uso, oh man, he landed rough. The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. This ends now. It's an into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back. And again, great way to wear down your opponent.
The natural dominance of Reigns getting a bit challenged there. Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Looking evasive.
Oh, the jump.
Tonga executed efficient. Tonga twist.
Victory nearly in.
From the top.
And then quickly the cover.
And now Tama Tonga.
And that can vanquish Tama.
And Team Roman wins WarGames.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the